Alright, well, it is April 1st, so for Kansas, that is our first day of turkey season. It's actually youth season still. Aaron and I are still both youth, though, so we get to hunt the youth season. Parked up on top of this bluff. It kind of dumps out into a couple of CRP fields, and then there's a creek that runs through, and then there's some ag fields on the other side. And last night I came through here, and there were two birds down in the creek bottom, roosted in a tree. Two that gobbled, that is. And so I'm up above them now. When I gobbled, I was down below, kind of in the creek area. So I'm gonna walk in, and I'm just gonna sit on this bluff today, and we're gonna watch them pitch out of the tree, hopefully, or at least listen to them and see which way they move. That way Aaron and I can get a setup up on them tomorrow morning. It'll be April 2nd, and yeah, that's the plan for this morning. We're just gonna see what they do, kind of scout them a little bit, and then we'll head in there and try to kill one tomorrow. So hopefully the next thing you see or hear will be some gobbles and some turkeys. Alright guys, well, definitely was an eventful first 30 minutes. We got one bird down off right in here that's gobbling really good. I think it's probably just a 2-year-old gobbler. He's very talkative this morning. And then we have a couple on further down past him, kind of along the creek. It sets up, this is the far west side of the property, and we can hunt all the way about over to where this co-op right here is, which is a mile over. And so this is where they've been in the past. Aaron and I had a double 300 yards that way opening day last year, and so we set up on this little ridge just trying to hear them, trying to pinpoint where they're roosted. I figured out that there's that one right there, and I think he might be our main bird to chase just because of how talkative he is. There's also probably 3 or 4 this way, to the north of me, and I'm not sure that they're not Jake's. I couldn't hear them really well, so I'm not positive, but we'll definitely be hard on them tomorrow. I think we have 3 or 4 that way, and a total of probably 3 that way that we can chase, and so probably just get up in the morning and start walking this ridge line that way until we figure out someone we want to chase, unless we go after the ones this way and they're on the other side of the railroad tracks, which we can still hunt, but we'll just come up with a different game plan to attack them. So stay tuned, and hopefully we'll bring you some turkeys on the ground. Alright guys, it's April 1st here in Kansas. We're out here on a farm we have to hunt, and when we were coming up over the hill there was a turkey down in here, and I think it's still there, and so we're going to try to kill it. Opening day youth season, pretty excited about it, so let's see if we can't get it done. Can you see it? So we came down here, we set the old strutter out there, and by the time we got down there, he'd worked off some of the timber. I don't think he was real spooked, and I think it was just a Jake too, so we're gonna try to go after something just a little bigger. I mean, it's the first day of season and all, so let's see what we can't do. Hunter roosted some birds here last night and then came out this morning and listened to him. He said there was quite a few. I wish we could have hunted this morning, but just wasn't
be able to. So let's see if we can't shoot one of these birds.
Let's do it.
Let's get them.
Should I crawl out? Hey, I don't think you have much choice. Unless you want to try to head him off. Hey, they're running. They're running at us.
That is how it's done, son. Give me something, brother. Give me something, dude. Opening day, baby. Opening day.
Boom, baby.
2 years in a row, opening day. Last year we doubled on opening day.
What the heck?
Dude, I thought we done screwed up. They were putting and
Last year, I tried to reap a turkey body decoy 3 times and missed all 3. But anyway, we're not going to mention that now.
Dude, you didn't have to move. You set the thing in front of you.
Yeah. Oh, baby.
Only on private land would you do that, but hey, it works.
He was the one that strut.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Jake, I mean, he ain't the biggest thing in the world, but
something to brag about though behind the decoy. something new. We haven't done that one yet. It's an older Jake. He doesn't have the big fan.
I mean, he ain't
the
got
two. All right, guys. Well, this is kind of the setup that we had going on. Aaron was just behind the decoy there, and I tried to just get down on the shady side of the tree right here, and I was just sitting here with the camera in front of me and the call, and I was kind of tag team calling with Aaron a little bit, trying to make him think that there's just more than one hen over here, and man, it sucked him right in, and we were covered up all right. So I was in the shade. Obviously, they're focused on the decoy for him, but I mean, what do you think about it?
I mean, it shows that it can be done, and you can do it filming. And I mean, we have literally no cover here, and I had my gun like this until they were about 40 yards, and I just snuck it up here and kind of popped up like this and shot the right one, which was, I think, the biggest one. I mean, it's still a Jake, and it's not the biggest thing in the world, but it was one of the coolest hunts I've ever been on.
It's pretty awesome having to come into the decoy right in your lap.
Yeah.
But let's get him set up.
Yeah. Well, this was a pretty crazy hunt. We left the truck at like 4:30 and it's 5:20 right now. I've always wanted to kill a turkey behind a decoy. Last year I tried really hard and missed a couple, and never really did get a good opportunity until now. I mean, I don't care that it's just a Jake, and I'll say it time and time again. I mean, I'm not too afraid to shoot Jakes. I mean, some people don't like to, but it doesn't bother me at all, and just really happy this worked out.
Yeah, you made a good point. It's not about hunting for trophies. It's about being out here with friends and just having a good time. If a Jake is what floats your boat, shoot a Jake. I don't care. You know, in a state like Kansas, there's not a restriction. If it's a bearded turkey in the spring, you can shoot it. And so we're in a position where we can do that. We're also lucky to have private land. I know a lot of people don't, and that's a big reason. You know, if we didn't have that private land, we wouldn't have been behind that decoy, because it's just too dangerous trying that on public. I mean, we do share this piece with another hunter, but we know when he's out here, we keep contact with him. I mean, we feel totally safe using gobble calls and strutters out here just because we know who's out here. That was definitely a fun one.
Yeah.
And it happened quick. I mean, we saw those turkeys, and probably within 2 minutes we had a dead bird. We were walking up here to a crossing, and we heard one start putting, and we thought we probably screwed up, so he came down here a little further and circled into the field.
They went back into the cedar trees back there, and we did a little team calling, and they came right back out. And once they saw that decoy, they got mad, and they just came straight over here and put this guy on the ground.
Yep, that was a good one. I think we're gonna pack up, get back to the truck quick, and might head over to another place and set up kind of on a path that they take going back to roost, and see if we can't knock me one down. But we're not gonna get too greedy. We're definitely happy just to have one. So let's go see what happens, and maybe we can bring you another. If not, stay tuned. We'll be hard after him. Today's our first day out of 60 days to turkey hunt in Kansas. So nice one.
Let's do it.
Alright guys, well, we just shot Aaron's bird. That he snuck behind that decoy, and we left that place. We flew over to another place. We've got about an hour, 45 minutes left of light. We're gonna walk back in here about half mile, quarter mile, and set up in this tree row. There's always been a good roost back there, and we're not hunting right under the roost because we don't want to scare all the birds out, but we're gonna kind of get close. Tonight's kind of just a scouting mission on this place, and if it turns into a hunt and we get one down, great, but if not, we're still happy because Aaron was able to knock one down. So stay tuned, and we gotta walk ahead of us. We gotta hurry.
Tom, stand out. No, he's charging the freaking decoy. All right. You see him? Yeah. Don't move, Aaron. What the heck?
Woo! Dude, there's a whole bunch more right there.
That's one determined turkey, folks. Still flogging the decoy.
With some pellets in his head.
Oh, here they come. Really? I think they're just jakes.
Still, we can film them.
Oh. Can we just get the turkey?
No. Let's see what happens. Are they coming?
No. Can we get the turkey?
What?
Can we get the turkey?
Yeah, in a minute.
Dude, I saw him running. Charging the decoy.
That's just insane.
I'm glad we didn't have that on pre-record. Oh, here they come. No, there they go. They're a bunch of hens.
No, I saw at least one other gobbler.
I don't know if he's a jake or a tom.
Yeah, there's a tom.
Oh,
There's 2 males. At least 2 more males.
Yeah.
Even some for next time, old son.
Old son.
Yes, baby. Probably just scared David to death.
Yeah, they weren't very big.
I don't even care how big he is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Dude. Not bad hooks.
Yeah, buddy.
I'll take you.
Good beard. Let's go home. I'm hungry.
Hungry too. It's a good night, man.
Yeah.
That was a dang good night.
2 sits, 2 birds. Wouldn't even
Both sits under an hour.
Yeah.
I don't even know where they came from.
They were just down there in that bottom, I think.
They had to just been on the base of this hill over
Yep.
here. And I don't know. I guess they heard us calling and got them interested, and they probably saw him.
I saw him running from those posts over there.
You're like, turkey, turkey. And I was like, yeah, right. He already April Fool's me once, so figured he'd do it again. Man, dude. And we know there's at least 2 more toms with him to go back after another day. Bow hunting them probably is what we'll do next. But dude,
Yeah.
Opening day 2 years in a row.
Yep.
2 years in a row we both got a bird on opening day. That's just, I don't know if you want to call it skill or luck or whatever.
Dumb
But
luck.
I don't care, dude. I'm happy. We can go home and we still have time to edit.
Remember what I said? Hey, maybe we should just go home.
Glad we didn't.
Yeah.
Darn glad we didn't.
All right, let's go home.
Let's go. Alright guys, well this was our setup for this hunt. Aaron was just right here filming. We didn't really have anything on the camera, the tripod, nothing. And I set up like this. Now I don't know if you can see the cedar tree that's cut down right here, but that kind of helped cover me a little bit because he came from straight that way off this bluff. So I'm sitting here, decoys at 25 yards, and I was just like that, ready for him to come. Aaron's sitting there filming. Worked like a charm. I think we sat down and we called, what, 3 or 4 times, just blind calling. Didn't see any birds, never heard a gobble, not one.
Team calling. We called.
Yeah.
I called, then he'd call.
Same thing we did with his bird. He'd call and then I'd call, and that would be a calling session, and then do it again, and it seemed to work fine for us.
Yep.
2 birds, 2 sits, both under an hour. So needless to say, we're happy, but let's go home and get some pizza.
Yep. Come on, Mom. I'm hungry.
Yeah. I can eat.
Hold on.
I can eat. Wow guys, what an evening. We started out about 5 miles that way on some ground that we have to hunt. We've always had good luck on it, and we pulled in. There was a bird there. We tried to set up on him, but we kind of spooked him a little bit, so we went on. ended up getting on the birds there and ended up shooting one out of. And so we decided just to come over here, and we were on a roll, so we wanted to see if we could make something else happen. And got in this tree line this way from us, set up. Never hunted that end of the property, always hunted down here. And blind called in probably, what, 20 minutes? We had one charging in.
Yep.
And we were talking on the walk back, and we think if there's one thing that we would take away from this, it would be that you got to have a strutter decoy this early in the season. Let me correct myself, you don't have to, but we think that's what made both of these hunts. If those birds wouldn't have had that visual, especially the ones he shot, they were kind of spooking a little bit, but when they ended up seeing that tom turkey on their turf, they came charging. Mine didn't make a peep. Aaron glanced over and saw him about 60 yards charging the decoy. And I mean, blind calling, sure, that probably got his attention, but I think that decoy is what sealed the deal. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
Yep, I would agree with that. I mean, we've had good luck with them before. Last year, 500 yards that way, Hunter killed a bird with that.
Yeah.
Your dad did.
Yep.
And
man, we had a bunch charge you last year with your bow reaping, and we just never could make it happen. And that's a tough deal. That decoy's small. So
for big guys like us, it's hard to hide behind it.
Yep. Well, we're gonna pack up, head home, get these birds cleaned. Definitely stay tuned. We're gonna be back on them. I know him and I, we both have another tag, and we're gonna try to take some down with our bow. But for opener, it's a good day.
It's a good day.
So. Alright guys, well, we got them back to the house. We're getting ready to clean them all up. Got them tagged before we left and everything. And so this one scored a 64, but I could care less about that. We're gonna measure how long he is from the tip of the snood, loose snood, to the tip of the tail fin. You wanna come hold this?
Mm-hmm.
Tip of the snood, tip of the tail fin, what we got?
I gave you 47.
47, I'll take it. And yours?
Heck, we'll do it. Let's do it.
Aaron's is a bit of a younger turkey, but we don't discriminate around here, so we're gonna shoot them. We just enjoy being out there and doing it.
Can I give mine an extra inch? Alright.
I'll give it 42. 42. It's the longest, but he'll eat better than that one will, I'll tell you that. Alright guys, well, we want to thank you for watching Kansas Bowhunter. Stay with us throughout the next month, and we'll be pumping out more videos, hopefully, either us hunting or people that we're taking hunting. So thanks for watching. So remember to like and subscribe.